So one of the things that people are always wondering about, and a question that I've been asked a couple of times, is how do you know who do you listen to? There's so many books, so many courses, so many audio, so many videos like this one. So how do you figure out who you actually want to listen to, or if it's something of value or something you do want to study? So there's always two things that I kind of gauge who I listen to. One is, do they have what you want? And two is, have they been where you are? Now, do they have what you want is basically, do they have the lifestyle that they want? For example, my favorite bloggers is travel bloggers is Nomadic Matt. He has this amazing lifestyle of being able to travel. Now he's doing like tours, and that's something I want to aspire to. Not exactly something I really want to do, but the thing that I want from him is the stamps on his passport. And then I want to follow like Simon Sinek's, the way that he does leadership, the way that he leads his people. I want that. So I have a bunch of different people where I picked and chose which part of their life I wanted to kind of follow, because then from there I know which parts of them to study. Then I go into the second one is, have they been where you are? For example, I've had a couple of people say to me like, oh, I want to be as rich as Donald Trump or all of the daughter of Bill Gates. I asked them, have they been where you are? Because that actually affects a lot of it. For example, the Kardashians, they had opportunities that no other person could usually have, just because of who their mother was, of who they built themselves up towards, stuff like that. So when you're thinking of who you listen to, you don't just look at if they have what you want, you also look at if they actually have been through where you are. So for example, like on my early example on my favorite travel blogger, Nomadic Matt, he has a better passport than me. That's just true. So in a lot of other cases, I have to be careful of which parts of his stories I have to listen to, just because, I have to keep that in mind, that he does have a different passport. He didn't go through what I have to go through when I have to travel to different countries, because I have to get a visa, I have to pay for this, do an interview for that one. So I have to keep that in mind. For Simon Sinek, he is a guy and he is taller and American, which that means that I have to suit his own practices of being a leader to my own. So that's kind of like the two main things of when you're trying to decide who you want to listen to, when you're trying to pick up a book, when you're trying to pick up a course, an audio or a video. See if that person has what you want, and second is just, have they been where you are? Can they relate in some way of what you're going through? Because if you're only following the people who are just super successful, they might have opportunities that you might not have, which makes it harder for you to even step up. So that was kind of it for this video. Just kind of wanted to point that out, because a couple of people were like, hey, should I listen to this person or should I study this person? And those are just the two things right off the bat is, what is it that you want from their life, and pick that and see what they're doing with that. But keep in mind that they might have had opportunities that you might not have, just because you are a different person from them. You do have a different background. So yeah, that's it for this video.